Hi, welcome to Buzz, Louisville's underground business voice. Now here second time doing the Buzz here in Louisville. Thom Crimans and I have a long history together, actually.
That's right.
It goes way back. You know a friend of mine, Mary Cronk. She was one of the founding members of Rainmakers. Actually, one of the first probably 5 or 6 Rainmakers. We had a great relationship with Franette.
She's a great person.
Great people. She's now in Houston?
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. Franette is really one of those great resources that a whole lot of business owners or future business owners don't know about. Is that true?
That's right.
Now,
yeah, we're on best kept secret.
Now, talk to me about, people think that you guys sell franchises, and that's really not what you do.
Right. Yeah, Tony, we don't sell franchises. What we do is help people get into their own business through the channel of franchising. But you could think of us as a matchmaking process.
Sure.
We're kind of like eHarmony for franchises.
Sure.
Okay. And that's particularly true in the fact that we do a profile of both the buyer and the franchise company's offering, so that what we do is create a match based on what you as a business owner would be good at, what are your strengths, what are the things you don't like to do so well.
And let's just talk about how important that is. I mean, how many times I've had people come to me, and my background is in restaurants.
Yeah.
And so they want to start a restaurant because they like to eat.
Right.
It's like saying I want to have a coffee shop because you like coffee.
Because you like coffee.
It's that is not the correct way to get into business.
Yeah, makes you a good customer, doesn't necessarily make you a good owner.
Actually, it's usually the opposite, right?
Maybe so, yeah.
Because do they know about the hours that you got to keep? Do they know about the staff that you've got to go? Do they know about the culture? I mean, and that's surprisingly how a lot of people make decisions to get into business. Is that true?
That's correct. And what we do is just the opposite. We focus on what's the function of the owner, not the function of the business. Okay. And one thing that does is kind of opens up the options for folks to a greater variety of things that are going to be good for them.
You're just illuminating them to a world that they didn't even know existed. Is that true?
Right.
And so, why do people, Tom, why would you think that people would franchise rather than sticking out their own shingle on their own?
Well, franchising, when it's done well, not all franchises are good and successful, but good ones provide the opportunity to reduce risk by duplicating the previous success. Okay, if you start a business from scratch, there's no franchise business you couldn't start on your own. Okay, but if you do it, it'll be a first-time effort for you. A good franchise, they've done that startup 50, 100, maybe 1,000 times.
Sure.
So you reduce risk by not having to do it from scratch.
And I just wonder if entrepreneurs really understand how important that is. We always talk about your critical success factors. A lot of business owners have no idea what is critical for them to succeed. And what a franchise does is bring those proven critical success factors, a blueprint, if you will, stick this in A, B will outcome, and C will be the result. Is that fair?
Sure. It's a system.
Yeah.
If you buy a franchise, what you're buying is not the secret recipe, even though Kentucky Fried Chicken may promote that to their customers. What you're buying is a system for being successful in a business that happens to fried chicken. Now or grilled chicken nowadays.
Changing gears on you a little bit, what makes sense for you as a strategic relationship? Now, off the top of my head, I would think high-end career coaches would be a good strategic relationship. Recruiters might be a good strategic relationship. People, because your profile for really who's going to get into a franchise tends to be that middle management, 401k person maybe that's been stepped over for C-level position, and they're thinking, I want to do my own thing. Is that true?
Yes. Our most typical client is somebody who has had a corporate career and they're a mid to upper level executive that is in what we call career transition. Typically means that they've lost their job.
Sure.
But it might mean that they want to take initiative and govern their career. That's a better strategy. Either way, folks that are in career transition are a good connection for us. So career coaches, sometimes financial advisors, that are working with their clients.
So
people like that.
Good financial planner that's dealing with business owners or those types, middle management, business lawyer.
Or even working with people that have a corporate career.
Corporate career.
Changing.
Career coach could be a great strategic relationship for you. People that deal with people maybe even like me in a professional association.
Yeah.
as they see people moving in and out, and they know the players of people that are really drivers in that market, and they know that they could be moved and really take advantage of their assets in different ways. Is that fair?
Right, and maybe a CPA who has clientele that are corporate executives, people that are and attorneys maybe who are working with people like that. All those could be good connections.
Now, Tom, just so people understand, they don't pay to work with you.
Good point.
You do all that consulting free on the front end,
right?
Because you get paid by the franchisor. Is that true?
We earn our fee from the franchisor, right?
So your job is not to sell franchises. Your job is to matchmake.
Our job is to do the right match.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's really important, that people really understand all the resources that are out there in this economy. And an organization like FranNet is such a liberating group for people that are looking to make some serious changes in their life.
Right. One of the fun things about what I do is I get to really help folks that are at a critical crossroads in their career and give them some insight and some new directions in their life.
Thom Crimans with FranNet, you've been buzzed.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Tony.
man.